What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get into the fun stuff, gold, silver, and the cryptocurrency. All right, because there's a little bit of news and people have been asking me some good questions, and it's something I want to bring up to your attention. Some freebies. Yeah, we all love it. Free 99. All right, you guys, before I get into all that stuff, I'm telling you right now, if you're not buying into silver, you're going to kick yourself in the butt later on. If you're not paying attention, the market is quietly sneaking up. Nobody wants to talk about it really, outside of us gold and silver bugs. So right now, before it takes off, because if silver's already moving now, next month it's really going to take off like a bat out of hell. There's not a lot of silver out there, you guys. I keep telling you. If you guys are thinking about buying precious metals, give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you're a first-time buyer in the United States or over in Puerto Rico, and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free ½ ounce of silver. All right? I wanted to show you guys a couple pictures because people were asking me. They said, Pimpy, those fractionals, those 1 gram ounce bars of silver that I was, recommending, suggesting you guys get. This is the size of them, so you got an idea. Now, remember I told you you could use these to barter if the doo-doo hits the fan. So if this is the lighter, you can see the size of them. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, 10 grams. See how tiny they are? So they come in a nice, cool sheet. You can just break them off. I need to pick some more up myself. So I'm going to. But also, here's the thing. You could buy gold in this size. So people go, I can't afford gold, Pimpy. I think these are only like $40. So look into it. You can own gold. There'll be small amounts, but at least you'll own some. You know that old saying, the traveling of 1,000 miles starts with the first step? You got to take the first step and keep stacking. Slowly but surely, it'll start to stack up. You should do it now instead of procrastinating and making excuses. I thought this was interesting. This was on the website, the Silver Stock. This is the NWO 2021 silver bar. You can see the Great Reset in here. And, of course, it's got the Rona, World Economic Forum, NWO. Everybody's getting hip to this. They know this is the true New World Order, this whole movement. You got the WHO organization. So I thought, oh, this is cool. But even more impressive is I never seen a damn holder like this that holds gold bars or silver bars. Very interesting. Anyways, I wanted to share it with you. All right, so let's get into what's going on currently with gold and silver, although the market, as well as cryptocurrencies, although the market itself is still not closed yet. Let me just refresh this little booger because sometimes you got to do a little refreshing. All right, here we go. So, yep, look at, again, gold is getting up near that $1,800 mark. There you go, refreshed. So it's getting up there, 1793.50, climbing up there. Look at this. What? You would? That's right. 26.59 silver. Every time it even remotely got around 26, they smash it back down, and now it's just going. They're not going to be able to stop this. Right now, everybody's already started on that silver squeeze wave 2, although silver squeeze wave 1 never stopped. Now you see people, all of us that talk about gold and silver, reporting that there's concern within the bullion banks. They're like, hey, if these people keep this up, we're not going to be able to have enough silver. So you know what that means? Keep buying silver. It's working, you guys. It's going to start going up. It's looking good. Cryptocurrencies, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Bitcoin still hovering around, I don't know, since it's kind of leveled off. It's found a support level there at 55,000. But of course, Ethereum, you can't hold them down. You smack them, you beat it, it just comes right back up. So already back at $2,400, it's down to $2,100. and comes right back up. Usually it doesn't dip very much, no matter what's going on. Its high is 25.47, still hanging around $2,400 mark. All right, XRP around $1.35. Dogecoin, we got a report on there. Somebody was really going after a Dogecoin, and the funny thing is, I believe now it has more capital. Somebody reported it had more capital than a big company, and I thought, oh, that's funny. I think it was like more capital than never mind. Lost what it was. Anyways, I thought that's interesting because everybody's jumping on the Dogecoin bandwagon. All it takes is for Elon Musk to tweet anything about a cryptocurrency and all hell breaks loose. Polkadot's still looking good. I remember talking about it when it was much lower than this, and it's still sitting around 35. There should be a Polkadot 1 and 2. 2 has disappeared. XLM, still doing good. It's at 50 cents. I remember, again, when I first was talking about it, it wasn't even 1 cent. All right, so anyways, let's take a look at a couple things. First of all, you guys want to get some free Bitcoin? Yeah, check this out. Thank you, Lisa Litecoin, who brought this to my attention. Right now, Bitcoin Black. Go put it up there in the search. Bitcoin Black. See this? If you scroll down, they have a free giveaway. Go all the way down. Come on. Right here, it says, get 3,600 free coins. It's only a $36 value at the time. But just hit get coins, and all you have to do is put in your email, and then verify it's your email, and you get these free coins. Okay? So, Bitcoin Black. I'll leave the link down in the description. Or you could just type in Bitcoin Black. So, somebody had... I need to do a little bit more research into this, but right now, if they're free tokens, go ahead and get them. So, you can imagine what happens if this does anything and performs anywhere like Bitcoin has. If that's the case, just think, if this gave you 3,600, and if you didn't do anything to them, but just hold on to them, hypothetically, let's think about this. At 55,000, we'll use a round number. Let's say they gave you, that's not what I wanted. We're going to go to the calculator. I guess I did. So, calculator, say this. So, they're giving you 3,600 of these Bitcoin Blacks, right? Let's say it does reach what the original does. 55,000. How much that give you? Woo, smoky. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. $198 million. Just for holding the coins and never doing anything to them. You can add to them, of course, but I'm just saying. They're giving you away 3,600 free tokens. Bitcoin Black. Just put it in your search. So here we go. Matter Labs unveils Ethereum L2 scaling breakthrough with 20,000 TPS. All this is just, again, Ethereum kicking more butt. This is just going to make it much faster. That's all it is. So I don't understand the need to be so quick, but hey, people are all over it. They love it. So researchers at Matter Labs have found a way to make layer 2 scaling for Ethereum even faster with innovation called ZK Porter. So this announcement came out on April 13th that layer 2 solutions provider Matter Labs unveils its latest efforts for increasing throughput on Ethereum networks. So that's just going to make this network even faster than it is. It's got all kinds of use cases already. Look at this. In the same way, more throughput means more trading, more non-fungible tokens, which is the big thing now, and more creative use cases for Ethereum. So Ethereum going out there and building an ecosystem that's going to be unmatched. Okay? That's why I love Ethereum. If I have to get into cryptocurrencies 100%, it's going to be, well, I'm going to diversify, don't get me wrong. But Ethereum is going to be the bulk of what I'm into. Already am. Dogecoin, man, this guy was talking about Dogecoin and it caught my attention. He says, will probably cease to exist. So this gentleman here, it's a key advisor group, Arthur, Common Sense Bull. Okay? What he says is, I want to keep this market conversation going and bring in Eddie Gubert from Keystone Advisors, Common Sense Bull. Anyways, what does he say? And I wanted to pick up there with you. So, well, hell, I don't need the transcripts. Let's just listen to these guys because he does make a point. But it's not just Dogecoin that people should be, this same advice could be used for a lot of the different cryptocurrencies. If I want to, here we go. Let's take this out.
Of Common Sense Bull Eddie. Always great to have you join us. So Jared just finished on crypto, and I want to pick up there with you. I was reading your notes, and you had quite a bit to say on it. Wondering how folks should be approaching cryptocurrencies right now. We saw Bitcoin under pressure, as we just saw from that chart that Jared showed. Many of the cryptocurrencies under pressure right now. And I, of course, have to ask you, what is your thoughts on Dogecoin right now?
So I look at Dogecoin as more of a speculative play that when this bubble bursts, it will probably cease to exist. That's my opinion. In regards to crypto, Ethereum and Bitcoin are the two that I think will last even through the bubble. I look at crypto the same way I look at the technology bubble that we saw in the 90s and then ultimately that busted in March of 2000. That will happen again. We are absolutely in a bubble. That's why you're seeing asset prices inflate the way they are. And crypto is the most speculative of all these risk assets. So I personally believe there's still a lot of room of upside over the next few months in crypto. Again, I'm mainly referring to Bitcoin and Ethereum because I do believe that they will continue to be here many, many years down the road. And
so that's what I was saying. I was saying, look, there's going to be a handful of cryptocurrencies once all this crap settles. All these tokens are not going to be there. It was my opinion that there was a time to make money off cryptocurrencies, and there's a window, and that window would end sometime in July. So he's saying he thinks the bubble's going to break sometime within a few months, which puts us around when I was saying. There's reasons for that. There's going to be, in my opinion, a huge outbreak in gold and silver, and I mean huge. There's reason to believe that, but there's no way they're going to allow all these different cryptocurrencies to exist. It's just not going to happen. I says Bitcoin most likely will be around, XRP most likely be around, Ethereum most likely will be around. There's huge use cases for those, especially Ethereum. So he's saying the same thing, basically I am, although I don't agree with these people. Usually when they come on these forums and they talk, usually the opposite happens. Okay, so again, Dogecoin, ride that bad boy, make your money off of it, and then bail. It's up to you when you decide to do that. But I'm in agreement with this guy. There is a bubble on cryptocurrencies. It will pop, most likely this year. I think in July. When it's all said and done and the dust is cleared, there's only going to be a handful of cryptocurrencies. So there's a new thing, non-fungible tokens. These are when these people are creating items and creating, pushing assets into these tokens. Now, when I first really, I heard about them, but I really started paying attention was I collect sports cards. So in some of the newer sports cards, and it's funny because when you watch people break packs live on YouTube, when they get to the NFTs, they just toss them. That's the funny thing about them. So what's happening is when you open up your pack of cards, they have in there access to your NFT. It's a digital sports card. Now, when I first heard about this, I thought this is stupid. But it's supposed to be one of a kind. You only get one of each of these cards. So that means there's only one in existence. So each one has its own unique token. It can't be replicated, nothing. So you can have an opportunity to own a one-of-a-kind digital card. It's not a real card, while it is in the sense of the digital world. Now, again, when I first heard about this, I said, this seems really, really stupid. I didn't think it was going to grow. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. But boy, howdy, am I wrong. Because even the sports athletes are getting into this. So you can imagine how unique and how appealing you can make the cards once they get going. So now I'm thinking, the kids, you might want to tell your kids this, or if you're into sports collectibles, if your kids hang around card shops like I used to, and you tell your kids, if you see people tossing away the NFT cards because they don't want the digital card, tell your kid to pick it up and get it. Keep it. Keep it in his collection. Because there's people who are creating digital artwork that's selling for millions of dollars. I'm not even kidding. So now you have a chance to own sports cards, and they could be silly, sports cards that are digital, and they're unique, and they're one of a kind. So soccer, look at this. I didn't think much of it, and I have to backtrack this a little because they are picking up value. So, and a lot of collectors are tossing these. I'm not even kidding. They're tossing them, throwing them away, and now they're starting to become real valuable. Very interesting to watch this market move. So I was trying to figure out a way to explain to people what an NFT is. All right, so I did find a video on YouTube. Look, there's no sense in reinventing a wheel. I'm just going to let somebody talk about it briefly so you have an idea, okay?
I have heard of a 10-second video artwork that sold for $6.
See, that's $6 million. That's just crazy. Come on. I'll stop refreshing. Come on. Can you imagine that artwork that sold for $6 million? That's just ridiculous, but that's the latest thing. I don't think I'm going to get aboard on this other than sports cards, but we'll see.
You may have heard of a 10-second video artwork that sold for $6.6 million in late February. Or perhaps the video clip of a LeBron James slam dunk that a fan paid $208,000 to own. These transactions are part of a new digital investment craze that has exploded over the past year. But what makes these assets that exist solely on the internet so valuable? These digital assets are known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. Blockchain technology allows these items to be publicly authenticated, serving as a digital signature to certify who owns it and that it is an original work. NFTs cannot be exchanged on a like-for-like basis, as each one is unique, in contrast to fungible assets like dollars, stocks, or bars of gold. Take it from art collector and investor Pablo Rodriguez Fraile, who bought a 10-second video clip by artist Beeple in October and turned it around for $6.6 million at the end of February.
Same argument as, you can go into the Louvre and take a picture of the Mona Lisa and you can have it there, but it doesn't have any value because it doesn't have the provenance or the history of the work. Again, the reality here is that this is very, very valuable because of who is behind.
The start of the rush has been linked to the launch of the NBA's Top Shot website, which allows users to buy and trade NFTs in the form of video clip highlights of games. A user paid $208,000 to acquire a clip of a LeBron James slam dunk.
It's been really cool.
You have to ask yourself, why are they paying $200,000 just to get a clip when you can go to YouTube and get that same damn clip? I think I see a possibility of this type of thing becoming very valuable. What I mean by this is if you bought the NFT for it of this LeBron James slam dunk, then maybe you can own some type of copyright version of it. So anytime they want to show this type of slam dunk, you get paid for it. I'm wondering if that type of thing is even remotely possible. But it's not just clips and artwork. There are people out there trying to figure out how to lock in assets into these things. So you can transfer legitimate assets such as homes and cars.
Because we've launched the public beta in October, and already since then we processed over almost $250 million in transactions.
Some athletes are seizing on the opportunity. Super Bowl winning tight end Rob Gronkowski is launching his own digital trading cards as NFTs in March, telling Reuters he expects millions.
This is a digital trading card that I am letting, my fans be able to get a piece of the action and share these iconic Super Bowl moments with me in this all new digital format.
Examples of NFTs range from digital artworks and sports cards to pieces of land in virtual environments, and even as digital memorabilia. Twitter boss Jack Dorsey has just put up for sale the first tweet ever, his own, from 15 years ago. An early bid stood at $2.5 million. Dorsey has said proceeds will go to a charity fighting extreme poverty.
This is how crazy NFTs are. But look, something is only as valuable as the person who pays for it makes it. In other words, I can look at these digital arts and go, you got to be kidding me. I wouldn't even pay $1 for it. But someone else will come along and obviously go, well, I'll pay $2.5 million for it. So you own that piece of digital property. But what would make it even more valuable is once you owned it, it can't be seen anywhere else. I should not be able to go to YouTube, play that same clip of LeBron James slam dunking a ball. You see what I'm saying? So that guy's saying, well, you could go to the Louvre and take a picture of the Mona Lisa, but it doesn't have the same value. What's no different than NFT? That's just my opinion. But he says you have a certifiable proof of ownership. Okay. Of what? I have ownership of my own picture. I took it. But I do think these NFTs can grow into something much bigger. I'm trying to learn more about them because I'm not quite understanding what the value of these are. It's no different than me complaining all the time about cryptocurrencies. It's just, it is a speculative investing. But very, very interesting. But again, when you see something like this, yeah, these people look at it. When Paris Hilton comes out and says stuff like this, I'm obsessed. Paris Hilton on NFTs, empowering female creators, and the future of artwork. They're never interested in anything they don't get paid to say they're interested in. It is crazy how much money this woman will get, just like the Kardashians, for dropping a simple tweet. They can make millions of dollars just endorsing anything. So when I said this, I said, this doesn't give a credibility. If you know anything about a lot of these people, it's like sports people coming out and go, oh, well, they give this charity. Well, to me, I mean, I know about sports contracts. I know it's in their contract. It's mandatory. They have to choose a charity and give a percentage of their salary. So that took, for me, once I learned that, it took away from me any of its, anytime a sports person comes out and shows support for something, it took a little bit of that support. You know, I guess I should be happy that they're actually doing it at all. But the fact that they have to be forced to do it just took something away from it. You know what I mean? So knowing that Paris gets paid big money to do these types of things. Anyways, it's not just her. We are seeing a lot of paid celebrities coming out and endorsing NFTs. It is what it is. It's going to grow, in my opinion, especially, and I think especially in the sports card industry. It's not quite catching on yet because I do see a lot of people tossing the cards away. They throw them away. They don't care. So, Sotheby's NFT auction with artist Pac and Nifty. Gateway brings in $16.8 million. So it's first non-fungible token sale of works by pseudo artist Pac fetches $16.8 million. Eek, man. So here's my thing, just like cryptocurrencies, hey, there's a window of opportunity, jump on it. Because in that interview, that guy was saying, look, as long as people continue to have faith in it and support it, it will keep its value. But the days where people get bored with this, it's going to start dropping in value. So if they can keep up the hype, pushing people into this, it'll continue to grow. So we are literally at the beginning stages of NFTs, NFT sports cards. As long as I know for a fact that they're unique and there's not others. So in sports card memorabilia, is when you get a specific card, sure, when you go buy the cards, we call them base cards. There's millions of them that are made. Then you get into these inserts, and you might have 10,000 of one card, then 5,000 of one card, or you'll get to them where it says, you got like 200 of one card, 50 of one card, 10 of one card. But the big money cards, the ones that everybody spends a ton of money on, are one of one. That means there's only one of those suckers in existence. Okay? Those are huge. Huge. Let me show you super quick what I'm talking about. There's literally a card out there called one of one, but I'm talking about in inserts in cards. There's one of one. So look at this, Panini 101. This is crazy. So 2020 Panini Mosaic. Choice Patrick Mahomes. It's 101. It was graded a 9. $151,000. So when you buy the packs of cards, obviously, you want the ones that are 101. Patrick Mahomes, flawless. Look at this. $395,000. And this one here is not 101. Just so you know. This is 1 of 20. There's 20 of these cards. See, so they're limited. They make millions of sports cards. But if you get one of these, you get lucky to grab a 1 of 1. Man, you are styling. Look at here's 2 of 5. So this is Zion Williams. There's only 5 of these cards in existence. $888,000. So that's what I'm talking about. If they can find a way to make the NFTs,
with inflation figures moving up decisively, gold finally appears.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a second here. So if they can keep this going and make sure these things are truly unique, one of a kind, or limit them, so like 1 of 10,000, 1 of 5,000, but definitely have a 1 of 1, you would see a lot of interest in this. That's the kind of stuff that you want to own. Anyways, going over and playing around on the Wall Street Silver website, there are some, I love coming on here because I love looking at different people's stacks. But also there's a lot, yeah, look at this. That's 2,000 ounces. I have 4 times this amount. So look, these collections look nice. I love coming over here and looking at something about silver that's really beautiful. Silver is breaking. We know that. I told you. Let's see if they try to smash it back down because it's quietly moving up, especially as we get ready to go into the May contracts. April is the gold contracts, and already gold's approaching the $1,800 mark. So still at $26.57. That's good. We'll take it. Look at these Morgan dollars. There was something on here I was going to show you. That's that New World Order one. Those are them little gram ones I was talking about. Look at these coins. Yeah, safe. I'm at this stage right here. I have a safe this big and it's hidden. That's one place. Look at this. Constitutional silver. Otherwise known as junk silver. I love this setup. Look at you guys. There's even a Zimbabwe dollar back there. By the way, you guys, Money Metals sells a plaque that has a Zimbabwe dollar in it with the Walking Liberty silver dollar. They sell it as a plaque. It says, which one has more value? I love that. Oh, yeah, this is nice. These are some nice fatties right here. I'm going to guess that these are kilo bars, maybe a little bigger, 1,000-ounce bars. Yeah, this is one of the funniest ones. Take your silver with you, she said. It will be fun, she said. It's so shiny we can use it as a reflector if we need to flag down the Coast Guard, she said. Yeah, the boat sunk. Yeah, I love coming on here, you guys. It really does a great job of motivating you. You guys, come check this out. Again, I'll leave the website for this. Come check this out. But anyways, back into the precious metals. So, somebody was asking me about junior stocks and stuff like that. And I've been hearing this one particular junior stock being spoke about. That's the Aris ones. So anyways, I tried to find and do some research on it, and Miles Harris really talks about it a lot in this particular video, so I wanted to play a little bit of it so you can hear who's on the team and you can understand why. So listen to the
from an extended 8-month consolidation. Indeed, we saw the gold miners lead this gold price move.
Aris Gold.
In light of this, today we consider 5 key pillars of mining stock investment and a gold company for which Daniela Cambone is an independent director. So let's dive on in. Now, this channel provides global macro insights.
You'll see me do videos that have Danielle in there. Danielle is the LBRY research. She does a lot of interviews. So she's one of the directors on this particular board of directors. All right, so here it is right here. Aris Gold, you guys. So listen to what Miles has to say about it, because I've heard a lot of people bring it up, and I just haven't researched it myself. But I wanted to find somebody who was talking about it and did some research. Miles did, so let's listen to what Miles has to say.
Endorse it, as it provides an excellent case study in understanding these 5 key points to look for in junior gold mining stock. But of course, this is my opinion and it's not financial advice. So let's first begin with the key pillar, which is the team leading the operation. Here we must start with the CEO. Most importantly, we want someone with real conviction, a passion and core belief in what they are doing and why. Their clear vision for the future of the mine should give a clear indication of how stock investment will also be used. Most importantly, we need to try to ensure that this should focus on developing the capital investment within the mine to enhance and increase output and productivity, so that there is a clear, tangible gain from your investment. Clearly, using stock investment to pay executive salaries and other running costs off.
Yeah, I did a video a while back. This guy highlighted, and Miles is pretty much covering the same thing. If you don't do your research into the team, the management team, then he doesn't, like the person said, I don't care how good it all sounds. If you have a piss poor management team, a CEO who doesn't reinvest the money back into the company, then it's just going to fall flat. This particular team that's put together, they believe in this company. They invest in this company. The people that are aboard are a great team.
There's no return for the equity investor. So try to identify how your investment may be allocated and ensure that there is cash available already for their running costs. A track record of success, a clear ability to actually add value is immensely desirable from the CEO. And Aris Gold Corp is led by Neil Woodyer. He previously founded and was chief executive of Endeavour Mining, which developed a very strong presence in West Africa, a challenging jurisdiction in which to actually mine. In 2016, he founded LBRY Gold Mining and later oversaw the company's merger with Equinox Mines last year, before then going on to found Aris Gold Corp. I would then take this further and research the management team to ensure that they have a clear vision for the business, and ideally you want to see that they have real skin in the game and are committed to the longer term success of the mine.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure that the management team is invested in the company. Why would you invest in the company when the management team doesn't own any part or shares in the company? If they have skin in the game, so to speak, then that means they want to also make sure that they benefit from the production of the company.
Mining operation. We can see this with a decent stock holding percentage. They've also got to have the relevant expertise and a track record of success which is likely to realise the vision of the CEO and the company's business plan. Most junior miners realise how important it is to display this information, the credentials of their staff, and they should be proud to do so on their website. And we can see just that for Aris Gold here. The CEO has brought many of his former team members from LBRY Gold Mining to assemble his new team at Aris Gold. And it's certainly fair to describe them as industry veterans who own a combined stake of 8.5% of the company's stock. The company also has a very experienced board of directors, which includes Daniela Cambone acting as a independent director and Frank Giustra acting as a strategic advisor.
So those two members alone, that's good to have. Don't get me wrong, they're not the be-all, sell-all point on this, but the team is an outstanding team. I do love watching Danielle do her interviews, and it's funny because she has Frank here. They're doing a premiere where they're going to have a Bitcoin expert go head-to-head up against a gold expert on which one is the best asset. You guys see me do that video yesterday. I spoke about this. I told you, you guys go check it out. That's Danielle's channel, Strasberry Investment. All right, I don't want to get too far into this. I will leave the link for this as well, so you guys can go check it out. But don't be shy. Go over and get some free black Bitcoin Black. It probably is called Black Bitcoin, but he got scared to switch the name around. I'll leave a link for this. Again, just put Bitcoin.black up there, and it will take you to his website. Scroll all the way down and get your free tokens. All right, you guys, that's it. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. And right now, I'm telling you, silver and gold are starting to creep up, and nobody's really talking about it. All right, so go jump on that right now. All right, guys, I will catch you later. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.